All right, everybody. So don't go away out there because we do have a second race coming up. Papa Shango versus Fiery Blizzard. Now, Sigil, I know you're doing comms for that, so you're going to hang out here with us?
Yep.
All right. Tony, you are welcome to hang out for a little bit yourself if you'd like. If not, I understand if you have to go do real life things.
No, I'll hang out for a minute.
Cool, cool. Glue is getting everything set up.
I will let you know, Sigil, we were trying very hard to curse the seed because it was being way too kind, but it left and said, no, I'm just going to be nicer every time we tried.
Yeah. I was trying to curse myself.
You didn't do a very good job.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Apparently, we all need to learn a lesson in reverse psychology.
All right, go back and run it again and do all the wrong things.
It's because I kept the Yeti.
You almost broke Glue's heart, by the way, whenever we thought that you were changing it out.
Oh, I did that on purpose. It was the perfect time.
Oh, and it looks like we have our other commentator for the second race, Chicken. Thank you for joining us.
Hello,
How are you doing?
Everybody. Good. How's everybody doing?
Good yourself?
Fantastic. Are you looking forward to doing the second part of the submission, Chicken?
Yeah, I am. This is actually my first time on comms too, so it's going to be very exciting for me.
You've got a good co-commentator. Sigil's going to take care of you.
He absolutely will. Speaking of the second race, have we figured out exactly which flag set they're going with today?
All right, so a little birdie, a little chocobo just told me that actually, you know what, Sigil Chicken, this is your race. You want to take over what this is?
Yes. So we just got told that we need to find the warmest character, Umaro, to get the unlock.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be fantastic.
I know.
All right, well, it looks like they're getting ready to go. Sigil, Chicken, good luck tonight. DLK, it's a pleasure as always. I'm going to hop off of here and pass over the reins.
Well, I was about to say, I'm probably going to check out too. That way that these two fine gentlemen can do their comms and I get to sit back and watch the second race and have some fun. I'm also going to mention that I'm pretty sure that that little birdie that we talked to was the magpie that put the buzz in their ear to go for this Umaro unlock.
I think they would have went for it naturally.
It is very possible. But Dwight, again, yes, it has absolutely been a pleasure. I hope everybody continues to enjoy the show for this submission run, and have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
Yeah, have a great night.
Yeah, I'm going to dip as well. Good luck.
Thank you. So has the normal learn 8 sword attacks for Doma Dream and Magitech Factory for the Magitech upgrade.
Yeah, it doesn't look like too much is too different, except they just need that Umaro to get to final.
No, it'd be funny if they start with Umaro.
That would be really, really funny, actually.
And I think skip is 20 checks. Okay. We have a Shadow Save and Lock and Edgar start. Ooh, with Shadow has Throw, Edgar has Lure. I wonder what nice lures Edgar has. How do you feel about laws, Chicken?
I used to not have to focus on them at all, and then I learned my lesson real fast.
And they found the alumina from and Papa Shango found alumina from Shadow's check.
It looks like B dash
Right.
is also on, so they're going to go real fast.
I love B dash. Well, we have Fiery Blizzard checking the Kefka North spot. And he gets the sad news that it's not a character. It looks like it might be an open world. Chicken?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it seems to be.
Yes.
A 4-character start is also very interesting. Lots of options there.
So, Chicken, with the open world, there's no gated progression. Everything's open to you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It really is just a hide-and-seek Umaro seed, isn't it?
Yes.
Really just checking the mod check and everything, too, and just getting out of there with no Umaro. Okay.
Right.
Very interesting mindset, different than
Yeah.
Moogle Cup or Ultras League or anything we've seen like that when you have something open world like this, eh?
Yeah, if I didn't look at the flags, I would right now, if I was Papa Shango, I have a suspicion that no free lunches flag is on. Yes. With that flag, there's no free progression where if any check that doesn't have a fight would just be an item.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like we saw with the throne room and Gal's house with the shadow check.
It is really incredible to see them go so fast through all these checks just to find one Yeti.
Yes. And we have Papa Shango checking the weapon shop.
Now, would you say one of the dangerous things of playing an open world seed like this is we're not getting enough levels for a final Kefka? Maybe forgetting to get those grind fights in and stuff?
I think it depends on if Kefka is scaled to you or not. But generally, yes. That's what I would be afraid of. But at the same time, you could just take grind fights and just take the boss fights, Chicken. So really nothing changes. What do you think Yeti's going to be?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm gonna put a curse, I think, and it's gonna be at the end of Floating Continent. Right at the tippy end.
Yes. So a little feature, it is check scaling, and I think Papo Shango forgot. Because he's about to fight some like level 25 monsters at level 3.
Oof. I wouldn't want to be Papa Shango with check scaling on right now. Yeah. You know what I want? The Yeti to be a Fanatic's Tower. With the Magi Master there.
Oh. So Magi Master fight required to beat the game?
Yes. Chad, where do you want Yeti to be? Well, Dwyer, why wouldn't I be like this?
with no free progression, characters tend to be placed in spots
That's it.
that are guaranteed to have progression, like Fanatics, which we already saw was Realm, courtesy of Fiery Blizzard. And so the most likely spots probably like the end of MTech, Floating Continent 1, 2, middle of Dome of Dream. But not all the characters obviously can be there, so I'll wager the middle of Dome of Dream.
Well, Dwyer from chat wants Yeti to be at Leet River. I also wouldn't mind the Yeti visiting the Opera House.
Oh, a little Yeti with culture, huh?
Yeah.
So knowing how many checks Papa Shango has done, and we've talked about this a little bit, I am curious to see how he's going to get through some of these fights, because they're going to be a little bit underleveled.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit.
Just by 40.
Yeah.
Just by 40, yeah.
How much levels increase per check?
2. I think he's taken at least 6, so everything is going to be
Right.
up there.
Yeah.
The best part is, though, these are 2 great racers, so we can literally see some really great stuff coming out of this.
Yes. And see how they'll handle the check scaling. Oh, and we have Fiery Blizzard going to Daryl's tomb.
Yeah, so chat just asking for a quick rundown on the flags. So it's really just one of your normal Worlds Collide seeds, but we need Umaro to go fight Final Kefka. It's open. It's an open world seed with, we said, what, 2 times progression?
Yes.
Yeah. And so right now, both of our runners are still just running around trying to find the Yeti.
Yes. I hope Yeti's really good at hide and seek.
That's the interesting part about a find and seek or a hide and seek flag with characters, right? It could be really fast, just like it'd be really slow.
Now, runners take the Yeti once they find them. I think Fiery Blizzard will.
I think the real answer is they both should, right?
Yes.
Blizzard's about to find out soonish what's going to be down here in the tomb.
Come on, Terra. How about this? Back of Flowing Cotton is Terra, and Umaro's behind Leet.
I like the. It's just funny to me seeing the Yeti float down the river like that.
Yes. He's just taking a bath, taking a nice relaxing swim.
You just think maybe he just fell down an arch at some point and fell into a river, right?
Ooh, we have Papa Shango doing the Flown Continent check. With our first encounter, our favorite enemy. Yep, integer judgment.
I think this is where Papa Shango finds out the bad news that.
Yes.
Oh, this is a little nerve wracking. I'm scared for Papa Shango right now.
Yeah.
Fiery Blizzard is gonna take. It looked like it was Crusader
Yeah.
up on that. So
Yes. And we got to see on Fiery Blizzard's side, if you throw the heal on, it does not heal the enemy. It just damages.
it looks like Shanko's actually gonna get through this pretty all right.
You'll have some levels for the boss.
Now, see, that's the second scary part, right? Is you have to fight 2 bosses before you can save,
Yes.
and with 2 Intangier fights that you just can't fight.
It would suck if the first boss is Doomgaze.
I feel like you said that on purpose.
Shh. And we have Papa Shango checking Owl's house now.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it could be a little overwhelming working in an open world setting. So how would you go about something like that? Do you have like a plan usually in mind, or a set number of checks you go for right away?
I'm really not too sure. It would actually depend on feeling and what direction I want to go in. Because everything, it's like, I'd be like choice overload. I would just have to pick a direction and hope.
Do you still try to kind of hit the fastest ones as much as you can, or do you go into like a certain order? Like if things are closer, you try to aim for the closer stuff?
I think it depends on who I'm facing.
Mm-hmm.
But the closest stuff, where I'll just take things in one world and then go to the other world afterwards.
And I get it's hard to not just grab all the free checks, right?
Mm-hmm. Turdsman, I played 0. Ooh,
Chicantos is nice.
I know. At the same time, also scary.
Shango gets through that flame boss.
Oh, so close.
Well, at least now we'll see if Floating Continent was worth it, and it's probably going to be now with all the experience and stuff.
Yes. And we had Blizzard put good use to control, where they stopped one of the enemy's movements. Oh, and the first check of Floating Continent is Terror. The Elite River Dream is still alive. And with the Gigantos fight, Blizzard's set for levels for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So do I, Turdsman.
Mog.
I never knew Mog knew how to paint.
Wasn't there? There was a Final Fantasy you can paint the Moogle, wasn't there?
Too sure.
I feel like that was a real thing. Shango's just running through this floating continent now, using that
Yes.
B dash to great extent.
Yes. And this is where, they really know the route through flow and content. They're really not bonking.
It's incredible. I know my B-dash skills are subpar at best.
Yes.
I love kissing walls as much as possible.
Yes. Hugging the wall. And now we have Blizzard following Papa Shango's footsteps. I do the same thing as Blizzard, just run back and forth. I get impatient.
It's hard to stand still in this game.
Yes. And Papa Shango put Terra in instead and took out Sabin.
So again, with the open world seeds, right? You want to still make sure that you have the right espers and equipment going up to Kefka.
Yes.
So do you tend to maybe skip out on some checks if you know that the esper isn't going to be good? Or do you still just take it just in case?
But you never know if the Esper's good or not until you get it.
Mm-hmm. So you're still just trying to grab as much as you can.
Yes,
really.
I'll just be grabbing what I can and hope for the best. Ooh. Plus strength, has Ultima.
Mm-hmm.
That locks happy.
Now Shango just has to hope for no surprises at the end of this.
Like a Magi Master.
Like a Magi Master.
You can tell I really just want to see a Magi Master.
Blizzard cutting through the fire boss himself. Fire Eater. No problem.
And then facing Magi Master's little brother.
Maybe it's a sign of things to come.
Maybe. Did you catch how many fights the Cursed Shield was?
I didn't.
Okay.
7.
And as Papa Shango's demonstrating, he could vivify the brain pants. Which is a good way to gain levels early on if you're looking for grind fights when you begin a seed.
Ooh, getting muddled is always scary, but gets through it no problem.
It's more scary if you have an attack queued up, like Ultima, a Skeen.
8 fixed dice throws.
Just to have the confused person survive.
Guardian at the end of
Ooh.
Golden Continent here. Bit of a tanky boss.
Yeah. A bit of a painful boss. With check scaling, I'm sort of afraid of Guardian if I don't have good armor. Because its abilities could just, as it gains levels, the abilities start to hurt.
Mm-hmm. You definitely want to get in there and do what Shango just did and crack some rods and maybe some shields if you've got him and just try to take him down as soon as possible. But it will take a few.
Yeah. And we have Blizzard going through Ifrit and Shiva fight.
Oh, that diffuser is always scary on Shango's side.
Yes. And Shango gets through the fight. Will he be rewarded with his very own Yeti?
Oh,
Ooh. And it's Celeste.
just means your Elite River Dream is still open.
Yep. And goodbye, Terra. Hello, Celeste.
So there's still some interesting places the Yeti could be. Magitech 3, obviously, another long check.
Yeah.
Since we saw Celeste, it's now on probably their minds.
But also, Papa Shango is going to do Baron Falls so they could get the free heal.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Blizzard's coming up to this Guardian now.
I think Blizzard's going to have an easier time since he did less checks. And also Blizzard has the VK.
VK, a nice Bolt too as well. If things look like they're machines, usually Bolt is good against them. Bolt edges as well, that's right.
And while we have Dullahan at Baron's Falls taking a nice swan dive.
Dullahan's nice because you get that chance if you steal from him, you get that Genji glove, right? If you have obviously the normal steal pool on.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Because I think it's the rare steal.
Hey, Sigil.
Yes.
Blizzard was all level 25. Do your thing.
Can we please see a Doomgaze taking a nice vacation in the mountains?
Oh, is Blizzard a nice
Yes.
nice
Blizzard's
mathematical
level
number?
Yup.
Excellent.
He's the square root of 5. Oh. This is not the boss I was looking for.
A go-go on Shango's side of Dome of Defense.
That's-
Oh, and Blizzard takes down that boss real quick.
Yeah. Ice rods and physical do that.
No Yeti in either of those checks.
That's nice.
So I'm brimming with anticipation. I can't wait to figure out what this Yeti might be hiding.
Yeah, same here.
What if the Yeti's at the Yeti check? Have we thought about this one?
I don't think we saw the Yeti when.
How beautiful would it be to see a full cast, says chat, and I totally agree.
Yeah.
This could easily be a nice friend percent, I think.
Yes.
It's not about the journey finding Umaro. It's the friends we make along the way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then they throw Umaro a big party afterwards.
On the airship.
Nah, I think like in the middle of Nosh.
Looks like Django is just going to do some more looting here.
No, also
and
to
yes.
the Lone Wolf.
That's right. Always check your sheds when you have Mog. I always forget about that. Can avoid the walk of shame back down the mountain just to get Lone Wolf going again.
Yeah. Yeah, right now Papa Shango's at 10 checks. While Fiery Blizzard's at 9.
I feel they both handle themselves really well going through that floating continent in those grind fights. So that was really cool to see, actually. Sometimes you can just push your progression far enough if you have some good game knowledge and some good, in this case, throwables and stuff. And a bit of luck, never hurts.
Yeah, I agree, Dragon Lady K. It's fun seeing them go their different routes.
It's definitely nice because you sometimes get runners running kind of the same route because they have to.
Yeah.
But definitely open world, you can see how people are thinking maybe. Now, I know we're almost only 30 minutes in, but do you start getting a little impatient not finding Umaro yet?
At this point, I'd be like, can I find all the friends? Then they all could take turns driving the airship.
Nothing on the train, and Blizzard says, no, I don't need to do this either.
Nope. Come on, Leet River. And now we have Blizzard doing Barren Falls.
I think if it was me at this point, I'd be a little scared that some of these longer checks are coming into play. Like, now I have to think about Burning House and Opera House and all those other things.
Yeah. Back a Magitech just for a character. Chance.
And that's it, right? It's just a chance, too. It's not guaranteed.
Yeah. Right.
Umaro-wise, I mean, in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a chance, and the back of Magitech is guaranteed progression.
I also say it's kind of hard to keep track. Like, I know we use trackers, but with open world,
Yeah.
it's still pretty overwhelming when all those lights suddenly go on. You're like, oh, I can go all the places, and even 30 minutes in, you still have all these choices. It feels like.
I might even just do coin flips. We know Umaro's not as mounted today.
I would say Blizzard's probably played this better so far because he's covered a lot more checks. But also, there's still like 30 left, so it's still just a
Yes.
stab at 30 random ones until you get the right one.
But I also feel like Papa Shango might be going for skip, and then might be resetting out checks.
They're definitely in that territory now where it's not like you find them and you're like in that weird spot where I don't have the levels to beat the game.
Yeah.
If you do a full walk at a point now with where either of them are, they're perfectly fine.
Oh, we have Blizzard checking RNG Cave.
I think that's our first Strigo check.
Blizzard did check Fnatic's Tower,
That's true.
so technically our second.
Surprised neither of them did the belt right away.
Do they start with dried meat?
Yep.
Oh, I'm surprised also then. Maybe it slipped their mind. Now I'm sort of helping. It's on the belt. Umaro's on the belt. Just so they know they could have got it right from the beginning.
Oh, that'd be quite the kick in the pants.
Technically, no matter where he is, you could have had him right from the beginning, though.
Yes. No, but something that's just facing Lobos on the belt.
Well,
Well, that's sort of who we're looking for. A lot of good opportunities for Shango and Imperial Camp to just run away from these fights, so that's pretty fast for them.
Feel bad for Umaro on Blizzard's screen. Didn't stand a chance. It's only a magic site.
Oh, you kind of hope to have an Umaro behind an Umaro, though.
Yes, so it's just like the classic. You fight the boss, and then they come into your party. But with less abilities.
Shango also electing to leave the Phantom Train.
Ooh, there's some shurikens.
Do you think this is Blizzard going into maybe Burning House?
Find out. And yes, it is.
Yep. I don't hate this idea. You know, you got to start getting into these checks you don't like anymore.
Right. I'm also surprised no one checked mobilize.
Oh, yes, because you can just check what Fumbaba's hiding, basically, right?
Yes.
Or even fighting him at all. That's right. Nobody has done
No,
Sealed Gate yet, as far as I know.
but Seal Gate is. But DLK, we have no free lunch on, so Seal Gate would just be an item.
Shango also taking down that Rexel real
So-
fast.
That poor Rexel. I wonder if Shango's going to go to Leet.
Tersman brings up a good point that I
Really?
didn't know, but in an open world setting, is the shed open for Terra's, like, those 20-ish odd, 13-ish odd, whatever chests there are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you would need Terra to get into the camp originally.
$14, there you go.
Yes. This is where I would want Y to lead on if I was Papa Shango. Just so I don't have to stand in line. And Blizzard's still making their way through the burning house. With Papa Shango finding a fixed dice in one of the pots.
The best weapon in the game.
Yes. A good old senior behemoth.
Ooh, Vanilla Dead Luna over there.
I know. Will we get them? Will we see them throw out potions? Not today.
No.
Blizzard already checked Daryl's tomb, and it was the Crusader Esper. No luck with Burning House or Zozo.
It looks like we might be going to Magitech here. No. Opera House?
Ooh.
And Shango's going to check Burning House.
House. The collapsing house.
Collapsing House. There's so many houses.
Yes. While Fiery Blizzard remembered to hit the right switch. Half the time I hit the wrong switch.
I was going to say, I don't think I want to admit how many times I fell onto the stage when I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. It says you just want to join the opera. Could we count the Figaro Mansion?
Auction House is another house.
Yeah. And I sort of count that figure house where you go into the basement.
So now I guess lucky for both of our runners, their levels are getting pretty high up there. That
Yes. The end game levels now. And Papa Shango finds the bad news that Umaro's not in the Val Cave.
let's see if our Umaro is maybe a is a man of culture.
Or is he taking care of the little kids? I'd just like to know, who gave the kids a cursed shield?
Our Lord Kefka works in mysterious ways.
Nice. And Chicken, as Glue's pointing out in chat, because of the no free lunch, 7 of the 10 dead checks are already taken.
Oh, so it's 3 base. So it's a
Yes.
3. Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
For each character you take into your party and no pre-progression, there's going to be 1 dead check out there and a spot that you would not expect it to be because that's where that character would have been. So Curse Shield being there is one of them. The Burning House was the second, and there's 1 more out there in a spot that you would not expect it to be.
Who doesn't love a good unexpected dead check?
We have Papa Shango and the RNG Cave. And Umaro did not visit the opera today.
You know, now I'm getting on side on this Lead River idea now. I can only imagine how much your head must be buzzing at this point.
There will also be another good one, Phoenix Cave.
Oh, that would be fun.
Because I don't think that's considered in this. I don't think that's considered a free check.
Is Go-Go considered a free check?
I don't believe so because that's his only check. Because then he would just be pretty much useless check-wise if it was considered free.
Well, both
And
these
now
runners
Bli-
are going to be disappointed, yeah.
Yes. And now Blizzard's fighting Dada. And Papa Shango's gonna go to Burning House. Turdsman, the real problem is the bridge trolls. Zone Eater's like the mid-boss of the check.
Really just that one bridge troll, right? We all know who we're talking about.
Yes. Sometimes I consider them worse than Kefka.
That one guy.
Like, yes, that one guy who just goes back and forth in the middle. Doesn't let you get a chance.
Blizzard's checking South Figaro Cave, but we also know that that isn't where the Yeti is.
No.
So that doesn't leave us with much really left. There's still some long checks to go. M-Tech is still fully wide open.
I don't think we saw Dream yet.
I don't think we saw Dream yet. Serpent Trench is there. Leet River's there.
There. Velt. The meat check is there.
Yep.
Sticking by their Doma Dream. Of DLK Mobis was a cursed shield. Alice's house was Mog.
Another friend.
Yes. Yes. All the friends. If Blizzard gets the 13 friends, I really hope they go back to Get Realm.
Just to have the complete set, right?
Yes.
Well, looks like we're going to engine room now. I totally forgot about Edgar's checks. Just completely slipped my mind.
But this is also peekable. Nope.
But I guess
So-
Ancient Castle is considered a free check then.
Correct.
Oh, nobody wants a Yeti statue? It's interesting because even though this is open world, it's starting to feel like these two runners are starting to converge. A little bit of desperation happening at 49 minutes.
Glue in chat says they think Ancient Castle can be progression. But who wants to go to Ancient Castle?
That's another thing too. With an open world, you don't seem to fight as many dragons, right?
Right. Oh,
No math on the Doom Gaze.
I know. That makes for a sad sigil.
There's still Shango.
Which shall go make my dreams come true. I do feel bad for that Doom Gaze. It just want to be in someone's dream, be all nice and peaceful. And Blizzard equipped the Atma weapon on lock while Doom Gaze was dying. The moment of truth for Glue.
Oh,
At least we know where Cyan was now.
that's only 3 characters missing, right? technically.
Yeah. It's not every day we get to see that. We're getting the
here
Lee
comes-
River play.
We're getting Elite River play.
While we're getting Go-Go's play on Papa Shango's side.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Nom nom nom.
Who doesn't love a good
Yeah.
quick engulf at the start? Ah, the one guy gets Shango.
Yes. Bitch Show 1, Shango 0.
A nice menu buffer there.
Yes. That was a great menu buffing.
I've never seen that, but that was an incredible D-dash across that room. That was terrifying.
Oh, it's only Shiva.
Look at all those characters. I'm interested to see where Shango's going to go from here.
Same here. Owzers.
You know, we couldn't have asked for this any better. The Yeti is almost at the hour mark.
Yeah.
Not that we would ever wish ill on our runners like this.
No. But it's more fun this way. No one likes a quick game of hide and seek.
You'd think something with bright white fur would be easy to find.
Yes. You think so? And it was also amazing how tunnel armor survives the water.
No, not Lee River either.
So, oof.
It's looking like it might be MTech 3. Or you could just be on the Veld, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Blizzard's going to answer that MTech call. Oh, nice X zone on those Gigantos. It will be incredible if the Yeti is on the Veld.
Yes.
Because I feel like at this point, these runners are ready to face Kefka no matter what, and they're really just hoping to find that Yeti.
And as we see, you can't beat this in this portion of House's mansion.
Oh, so you just got to walk all the way out, huh?
Yes. Papa Shango's like, I don't need no Mog. They could stay there with that painting. You know what I want to see one day? Being able to buy characters in the auction house.
Would you like this gal for 10,000 GP? No, thanks.
No, thanks.
Goodbye.
And we have Papa Shango check in Phoenix Cave now.
I'm a big fan of Phoenix Cave. I like the dragon in there. I think it's pretty fun.
I like going into Phoenix Cave when I have a lock start. And ooh, Blizzard found a Phantom. I'm always amazed how high the characters could jump rock to rock.
And those rocks aren't going to be cold, right? So
No. Out of our checks remaining, where do you hope Umaro is?
now I got to say the Velt because I just think it'd be so funny and so unfortunate at that point.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's at the end of MTech, but there's a real big part of me that really wants the Velt to be the answer.
And I think between our two runners, we'll have that answer.
Which is great because we're all running out of options at this point.
Yes.
But now I can't stop thinking that maybe it is Ancient Castle, and that would
Yeah.
be extremely unfortunate, right?
Yes, especially for Blizzard. It would be unfortunate and funny at the same time.
I really can't wait to hear from these runners at the end of this race, just to pick their brain just a little bit.
Yeah. Just about at least an hour of Umaro just being a master hider.
That's just it. You must go into this thinking, okay, I'm going to find Umaro right away. I'm going to get my levels, get whatever espers I need, and I'll be done this in no time. And now you're sitting at the 1 hour mark. No Umaro anywhere to be found. You have 9 to 10 characters.
Hey, we found Strago.
You found This is absolutely amazing. This is
Yes.
absolutely amazing.
It is.
By now, you don't even want to change your team makeup. All your weapons are in. All your espers are there. Your magic is like you're just really trying to find that Yeti, and the game is just not giving it to you.
Yeah, Glue. And now Blizzard's doing the Phoenix Cave check.
It looks like since Shango's going to do this injured room, they're going to go to Ancient Castle. I'd be screaming. Like, I'd have my microphone turned on and just screaming at the heavens, like, where is this Yeti? Where can he be?
Yeah.
In hindsight, or not in hindsight, but like the Kefka fight's gonna go pretty quick, probably, right?
Yep. Yeah, the X, we're going to be here for a long time. Or maybe not.
Oh, see, there's that B dash in play again.
Yes. Which makes Ancient Castle less of a pain to go through.
I know when I first started, and not knowing some of those walls were not really walls. Very important to learn that in advance before doing Ancient Castle.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
I think that just leaves Gauss checks left.
I think that's just Gauss checks
That's
left.
right. Yes.
I think they've done most of the checks in this game.
Yeah.
It's just incredible.
Yes.
I'm
I
so
think-
glad I was here for this. I'm glad you were here for this.
Yeah. I want to make it better for the Val checks. If it's just like just the formations that they can't have it.
Oh, no. You know what, Dragon Lady K, that is an excellent point. We want the friendship percent now. This
Yes.
is what we want. Because the only ones we haven't found were Gao and Umaro, right?
Right. No, Realm is Fanatic's Tower, DLK. That's 2 demos for Blizzard.
So hopefully Gao is on the Veld, is what we're hoping
Yeah.
for now.
Yes, yes. That's 3 demos.
Blizzard trying to slap Zone Eater to engulf him instead. Oh, he could be behind Kefka as well, couldn't he? Kefka at Narsh? That's also a
No,
possibility.
we already saw
No?
that.
Did we?
Blizzard checked up there at the beginning of the game.
That's right. This feels like so long ago now.
Yeah. It felt like we played multiple seeds at this point with the amount of checks we saw.
You know, if you haven't seen Worlds Collide before, here's a great way to see how all the checks are done.
Yeah. Yes.
all the checks that you can just peek and warp out of, you found that out too.
Will Blizzard finally do Gao checks?
They both have skip at this point too, right? Maybe not Shango.
No. Shango
Yeah.
does. Shango should have it. I think they're at 24 checks. And Blizzard's at 22.
Excellent. Yeah, so literally all they want to do is find the Yeti. It's literally the only
Yes.
thing they need to do right now. It looks like we're finally going to see the Veld.
Yes.
All right, let's hope for that go. Just the icing on top.
Yes.
Of course, since the belt is well
Yes.
last, they got to go through all these grind fights, or some of these grind fights with monsters they found before.
And also, that was a fight you couldn't get the reward on the belt.
Because of the pincer attack.
Yes.
This siege has been incredible. Just incredible so far. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful.
This is what we wanted. Congratulations on the friend percent seed.
Yes. So my turns, man.
Oh, that's awesome. So, aside from dragons, this has literally been nearly every check, except I guess we didn't see Tritalk or Umaro, but we peaked it, right? So,
Right.
or Umaro is free, so or something like that.
No,
But they
tomorrow's
peaked it.
not free. But you could peek it.
Again, you're at almost an hour 10, and you're like, okay, now I actually have to. This has got to be it, right?
Yeah. Nope.
We're all cheering for you, runners. We are. I promise.
Deep down. Deep down.
I'm sorry. I'm still laughing. I can't believe this. I'm still in awe.
I know.
Well, hopefully Blizzard's happy after this. Shango is going to be very disappointed after this.
Yeah. The question is, when does Sean go check the gal checks? I feel like at this point it should be guaranteed that Blizzard needs to take the Yeti to Kefka.
I 100% agree.
He needs a reward for being the hide and seek champion.
Yeah, especially since you found every single other character
Yes.
before fighting the Yeti.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. Take him home with you.
Yeah.
Take him all the way.
Yes.
Let him get that last hit and even.
Yes. Last hit, cause some counters.
Yay!
Yes. Hey,
We
there
did
he
it.
is.
Yay.
An hour and 10 minutes. Blizzard finally entered go mode. Yes, kid.
Look at all those characters. That's crazy. You're a runner, and you just found your Umaro. You're an hour and 10 minutes in, and you're thinking, oh, I wonder where my opponent must be. They must be way ahead of me, right? At least that's maybe what my kind of thinking would be.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be a runner in this and just look back and see how incredibly different me and my opponent would have gone. But it's crazy.
Yeah. How incredibly different, but incredibly the same at the same exact time. Just look at that. Just look at that beauty. All three parties filled.
The funny thing is, like, both of these runners must be feeling behind, right? Shango's doing Dream, and must be thinking, oh man, what is happening right now? And Blizzard is hitting Kefka at 110 going, oh no, this should have happened way earlier.
Yeah.
And no fault to either runner. Like, this was, this was so funny. So incredibly, like, you just don't think of the Veld. Right? You don't see a gal, you don't think of the Veld. It's...
Hey, Doomgate's got one person today.
Oh, see, there you go.
Doomgaze, you're back on my good side. And we have the goddess statue on the left lane.
Now these tower bosses are going to be tough, right? Because they scale with level.
But with the amount of power their parties have, it shouldn't be not that hard. I also still get a kick that Cyan is in his own dream.
Mog was painting, Cyan's in his own dream. Umaro's sleeping on a pier somewhere.
And Papa Shango's going for his own Strago.
Papa Shango must also be whittling down to just having Gao checks left soon, I would imagine.
I feel bad for this Ultros. He's just there taking a vacation in Kefka's tower. Just wants to be away from people. Then we come in and take his spot. And then the second middle statue spot, we have the cranes.
We still haven't seen Magimaster yet, have we?
Nope. That would sort of be nice for the right lane.
Blizzard's, of course, making quick work of everything on the way up.
So since Blizzard's probably going to make quick work of the next boss, how long do you think he's going to take for final Kefka climb?
Oh, that's a great question. I'll give it 6.5.
Yeah. I'm going 6:45.
Sometimes, it doesn't matter how good you are, tier 2 will still do some silly things to you.
Yes. Like zombie VK user.
Just a train on the right end.
Right. Little anticlimactic.
I was gonna say pretty calm, pretty tame climb.
Yeah.
Probably what these runners are looking forward to, though, after what they had to go through.
I just appreciate that Edgar took out Strago. Like it was his sole purpose. Dizzy, it will only work if we have the undead boss flags turned on. I believe that's how it is. When it's off, the Phoenix Down and Revivify doesn't work on it. But you could cast Instant Death on it.
All right, we got Blizzard on the switches.
Chad, how long? Yeah, Chad, how long do you think Blizzard's going to take for the final Kefka fights? And Papa Shango got his revy on Strago. It still cracks me up.
This is my nightmare coming to fight Kefka with so many characters, is I can always forget who my party was supposed to be.
And can we just appreciate that Blizzard put Umaro as the 5th character?
See? Still kind of bringing him to the end.
Yes. He's the best 5th man you can have. And on tier 1, Long Arm is weak to instant death. And when it's the last one to die, it'll cast 1 to 3 shockwaves. Head is weak. The head is weak to fire. And it'll cast Reverse Polarity, which reverses your character's rows. And when it gets low on HP, it'll cast Dread, which will stone your characters. And when it's the last one to die, it'll cast Quake on you. While Short Arm just hits you really hard.
You definitely get practiced at fighting these Kefka fights in a certain order.
Yeah. Do you want to take tier 2?
Oh, I would love to. Tier 2 is a bit of a nasty beast. It's got 4 different parts to it. Magic on the far left is mutable, and 9 times out of 10 you want to get that mute on that magic as soon as possible. And then tools is the one in the middle, the girl there. She's instant deathable, but not breakable. So a nice Doom or X-Zone would do well. And then you have Tiger on the bottom right. Weak to ice. You want to be careful with Tiger. Tiger will zombify some of your members of your party. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it will happen to you one day. And in the top right, you have Hit, who just hits you really hard. And his final death counter, as soon as you kill him, he'll do 10 hits. So you want to be wary of that if you don't have enough armor on.
Yes. I can't stop laughing because Papa Shango got the pincer attack also.
You see the Gao and you're like, oh, come on, man.
I know.
You don't have to recruit the Gao either, but at this point you do, right?
Yes.
You should have just killed him. There's the 10 hits I was talking about. There he goes. Shango's gonna go do some trenching.
It's really scary when you have like no armor for 10 hits.
When you see one of the hits hit a high 3-digit, you're like, uh-oh, this could
Yeah.
be bad.
Yes. And now Blizzard moves on to tier 3, where tier 3 has 2 targets, Sleep and Girl. Girl has 9,999 HP and absorbs all the elements. If Girl's the last one alive, it'll cast Life 2 on Sleep. While Sleep has 40,000 HP, and it'll alternate between an AoE and a physical single target attack every turn. And when you get it do it slightly above 28,000 damage, and go into phase 2, where it'll cast Meteor every turn and counter with Meteor or Train. And when you take out Sleep, it'll cast 1 to 2 Calmnesses. And as person points out, it'll cast Life 2 really fast too. But that Life 2 brings them Sleep back up with 9,999 HP, so it's still within the Meteor counter phase. So you either have to kill it again quickly, or cast a Revivify on it to bring it out of it.
Looks like Blizzard had to use some Phantom strats for this, for their calmness protection.
Yes. And Quick does take off Vanish, since you're casting a spell on yourself.
Thankfully, didn't see the lock at all, so we're gonna keep going with the full party.
Sadness, we don't see Yeti. Do you want to do the honors for the last tier?
Yeah, Final Kefka, the big bad boss. 64,000 HP, if I remember right. Something like
62,000.
62,000. Has a terrible first attack that is Fallen One, that just puts your whole party at 1 HP. So you generally want to get over 30,000, if I remember right, to get him out of that Fallen One phase.
Yes.
And then he moves on to Goner, which is a pretty high magic attack, with physical attack.
No, I believe it's magic. It's split damage.
And then you just want to be careful with Kefka, because the more you hit him, the closer he gets to dying, the more he has a chance, or he'll get into what's called the Ultima phase, and he'll just Ultima you as a counter, and it's not fun.
Ultima is one of the counters you do in that phase, I believe.
Havoc Wing might be the other one, also
Yes.
a nasty attack.
Yeah.
So although Kefka doesn't have a lot of HP, his counter attacks are pretty gross.
Yes. And Papa Shango got his on lock. But he left Yeti on the airship. And GG's
and that's Blizzard, yeah, GG's.
GG's to Blizzard, who won the restream with a time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, 18 seconds.
And I'm sure we'll get Blizzard in here if they're available. Just even before they get in here, what an amazing race!
I know. The real winner besides Chad being the real winner, Umaro was the winner of tonight's race.
Yeah, I 100% agree. 100%. You couldn't have planned this any other way. You couldn't have planned this at all. This is incredible.
Yeah. Yes. And we have Papa Shango take on Goddess. welcome on in at GG's Blizzard.
Yeah, GG's Blizzard.
You know, Papa Shango and I really wanted to show off basically every spot available for characters.
I just have to say, Umaro was the real winner tonight.
Oh yeah, 100%. And Umaro did get the final hit on whoever was sitting on right tower.
Yeah.
No, it was Ghost Train. That's right.
Yes.
So, Umaro had something to seed.
Yeah.
If Umaro was anywhere early on, I'd probably keep him in my party the entire time, but that may have been the exact opposite.
We were still hoping you'll just take him.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't matter if I put him in my party immediately, because I'm just immediately going to Kefka's tower.
Yes, just take him for the final fight.
Like, I think it was when I was going up, I was finishing with Tunnel Armor, and I was like, we are getting really close to Phoenix Cave, Zone Eater, or Gal. And it's like, River was an Esper, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I hate all of this. Let me go to MTech, then Phoenix Cave, and see where we go from there. Because the last thing I wanted to do was do any of the Gal checks, especially with what I had. Like, I just don't want to.
I know. I might have had a good laugh when he got that pincer attack right off the bat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, thankfully I had Warp Stones. So this is... I'm like, this is either... I'm looking at my character, I'm looking at my tracker, I'm like, and thinking about it, I'm like, this is either Gao or Umaro.
Yes!
And I see Gao show up, I'm just like, of course. Cyan can remain in Doma Dream for the rest of the time. Rom can remain at the bottom of Fnatic's tower.
Yeah.
I like how the price of admission to see that Cyan was sitting at Doma Dream was, get through this Doom Gaze. Thanks.
Yeah.
But, it was, honestly, this is something that I had pitched. I pitched a little bit of a variation to this on Glue for a while. Basically a Where's Umaro hunt. Open world sort of like this, and honestly, it was more fun than I was expecting. But it would be interesting to have like the opposite happen, where like imagine if Umaro is at his vanilla location, you see him pretty much immediately in this routing, and it's like you get to scramble about like what is your approach to beating Kefka when he's not scaled. So like it goes so wildly different. Where I think at the end of the day, what we're actually proposing to do in the marathon itself, which I'm excited to go to again, is to show off the Atma League flag set, which is still under construction. So we were like, what can we do to show off Final Fantasy VI in a completely meme fashion? And this is like a Where's Umaro thing. The only other change that I had given Glue in terms of a Where's Umaro is to make every sprite be Umaro.
Yeah.
So you would never know if you were getting the real Umaro until you actually got him into your party.
Oh, that would have been great.
That's incredible.
It's kind of funny because I don't even know how much that affects this, because we're still... I mean, okay, you got to do Doma Dream and you're climbing a Fnatic's tower.
Yes.
It's just like... So I guess it adds a little bit more on that end. But yeah, I mean, when you're doing every character check in the game.
Yeah, but on Papa Shango's side, they walked out of houses after they saw it was Mog.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, to me, it was a bit of a balance game of I do want levels, which is sort of trending my routing on this as well, to try to keep up with the check scaling's low, but levels are something you do need eventually, and so I wasn't really keen on jumping out of fights that would have taken, not much longer to actually beat. This is why I didn't reset over Go-Go at Doma Defense, or a couple other ones. So it's just
Yeah,
like
'cause
there's no real point.
Yeah, you're not really saving time at that point.
Yeah, the FF6 reset is just pretty. I mean, it's pretty slow comparatively to the other three Final Fantasy games on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, balancing this with the no free Espers clause and having decent gear on the dead checks made it pretty interesting. It's like, how much do you really want to go out of your way to go get the dead things? Right, and especially with, I think it's a pretty high equip rate. I think it's 45% plus vanilla. So it was just like, how much time do you really want to spend doing, like, you could go to Figure of Throne, right? You could do a few other free checks that take basically no time, but it is still time. Especially because you take Figure of Throne, for instance, you take Narsh Weapon Shop, Ma Lone Wolf. You don't get B-Dash for a lot of that.
Yeah.
And B-Dash is such a big part about keeping these seeds in a reasonable length. Because there's a lot of walking that you do in a Worlds Collide seed where you possibly could be doing every check that is, functionally available. Like, if we didn't have B-Dash, this takes another 40 plus minutes. Right?
Yeah.
Because you think about, like, okay, you're walking MTech, you're walking Zozo, you're walking Owlzers, you're walking the Narsh Peaks. That takes quite a long time. You got Burning House was a catastrophe and a half.
Yeah.
Just... Yeah, there's a lot of walking when you're going to basically every dungeon, so B-Dash is really nice. And I hope people enjoyed watching this, though.
Oh, no, we had a great time.
Yeah, you and Shango both put on an excellent show on how to check every check in Worlds Collide. And it was really fun to watch.
Yeah, I just remember, like, also at the end with the Kefka climb, I'm like... I don't really have a plan here, so we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. And I almost paid that price on tier 3, and I was just like, this is fine, right?
Yeah.
There's not gonna be a double Meteor coming out after this Phantom cast, right?
No, you hope.
I didn't expect the immediate Meteor. I was like, there's a Phantom Cube behind this. Locke has an ABBA weapon. He didn't dodge that. And just like, I hope Locke has enough damage to kill here.
Yes, and as Tersman says in chat, plans are for people with less than 12 characters.
Plans are for people. You just gotta go. I finished with 12 characters, 12 Espers. We're all good.
Yes.
12, 12, 24. 23 and 23 checks. Well, more checks than that, obviously. Just a lot of resetting out. And 33 chests. So,
yeah,
we kept it good.
Yes.
I was like, I don't think I have mute anywhere. I stopped carrying. And I was yep, we're just going to go. I have a Valiant Knife on one character, an ABBA weapon, another, and a Lu on a third. It's fine.
That's good enough.
Good enough.
Worst case, you have Umaro come in.
Well, that I purposely put him on character 5 slot because I was like, look, I mean, he'll do damage and probably won't kill me in Final Kefka. It's fine. But no, I was when I'm going up in. I see Papa Shango in tier 3 right now, and I was thinking, what is my plan if girl opens up with a whirlwind? I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I don't have one. It's like I have 2 X potions in my name, and I do not have White Wind or Pearl Wind on Edgar, and don't have an elixir, don't have any of that, and it's just like, it'll be fine. And it was. So.
How were you feeling as the time went on? Like at 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and still no Umaro?
I mean, it's one of those interesting things because as time goes on in something like this, where go mode is available immediately, right?
Yes.
It is theoretically available immediately. It could be behind another check in, say, like a 2-parter or a 3-parter. And so as the seed goes on, you're more tempted to sort of metagame away from like the really quick checks, right? Like, I faded tunnel armor for a long time. I faded peeking the ancient castle engine room check. Things that are theoretically fast, and it's like, well, if it's there, I expect my opponent to be done already. And then things also like, when I didn't immediately go to Sealed Gate, I'm like, I'm not going to go to the basement, I guess. If there's something there, oh well, it doesn't matter. It's like, I probably should have looted there. GG's Papa Shango.
GG's Papa Shango.
Yeah, GG's. It was an experience.
How did you feel about finding that gal?
That was I don't even know how to explain. I was like hard fading the Gao checks. I'm like, there's no way Fiery will last check this like me. So if it's there, I've already lost. And here we are.
And I did the same thing. I was like, I'm not doing Gao. I immediately went to Daryl's Tomb as my first actual check.
Yeah, I went Floating Continent.
Yeah.
I went Floating Continent third after Alistair's.
How did you feel about seeing the integer as your first fight?
That
was nice. Then I went up there thinking, I got pearl rods and stuff, and then I get a bunch of enemies I can't pearl rod. It was just a fun time.
It was earlier. I had a lot more fun with this seed than I was honestly expecting.
We had a lot of fun also.
It was just so many things just in like funny spots. Cyan in the dream.
Into the dream behind deep gaze and
it was really something fun to watch. It was great. And I'm sure you both had a great time as well.
Well, I'm just glad we both did that, and it wasn't like someone did Serpent Trench first, and it's just over in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that was really interesting because I typed in chat as well, so I'm like, in my own chat, I'm like, how is Papa Shango not done? Because by the time you're going down Serpent Trench, it's Umaro at Serpent Trench. It's just fun. I guess Papa Shango did the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, okay, when I got choices of Gao checks and some other stuff, and I'm down to Magitech 3, I'm like, well, if Fiery hasn't finished yet, I'm like, it's got to be somewhere awful, so it's got to be MTech 3. And no, it's just sitting in Serpent Trench the whole time.
Yes.
That trigger was something awful.
Yeah, Umaro was the real winner tonight.
Yeah, he was. And was it a cursed shield at the end of the burning house?
Yeah.
All sorts of great stuff.
No. It was an ammo weapon at the end of the burning house. It was a cursed shield at Mobliz.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And I was like, are you sure you want to keep that cursed shield? Because I wouldn't. But okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it takes care of them fine.
I know. I was just like, who give a kid a cursed shield?
Yeah, Kefka probably launched it over there.
A lot of Final Fantasy people would.
But how did you like the flags, Papa Shango?
I mean, the flags were fine. The open world, I haven't played a lot of open world, so I wasn't quite sure. But with the no free progression, I'm like, okay, well, I don't need to loot. I'll just grab a bunch of free big swords. And yeah, it was fun. It was interesting flags for sure.
I will say the basis of this as well was change it a little bit. So every character sprite should have been Umaro, and then you put it into if you're familiar with Final Fantasy IV, they run a co-op event called Troy and Tango, where 2 players are running the same seed at the same time and basically feeding each other intel. So, all the sprites are Umaro, so it's a character. You don't know offhand if it's a Umaro or not until you get it. So, then plus a couple other ones.
next time if we see this again, I would like all the characters to be Umaro, plus like the amp, ghosts.
Can we do that?
Oh, so you can't peek? I think you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can.
Make everything Umaro.
That's
Yes.
incredibly cruel, but you can.
Perfect. I mean, that works well for like a co-op seed, right?
Yeah.
Where you have two people going in entirely different directions, and you're basically in a scavenger hunt for maybe like 3 specific characters.
Oh man, yeah. Well, in this particular one with the crazy like resetting out of Doma Dream and like Ancient Castle and stuff like that, it's like to not be able to do that, we'd still be playing.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we got B-Dash to help us out, thankfully.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah, B-Dash. That's good enough.
Oh yeah, no, that is a modification that I would do for an actual co-op seed, not for a 1v1 like this. So.
Well, I hope everyone had fun watching it, and hope you guys had fun
we did.
commentating with it.
Oh, we
I bet you did.
But yeah, I mean, as I was saying earlier, Papa Shunga, the big thing about this is that, we're both trying to run something at the FF1R Marathon in June in Charleston, and I think our actual flag set is going to be showing off the premiere of the Atma League flag set. So hopefully we'll be able to show that off in June.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm planning on attending in person myself, so hopefully we can. I believe you are too, right? So we can go face to face live this time.
Exactly. But yeah, I did want to shout out, Sigil and Chicken for commentating as well. Glue for hosting this, and of course putting together the marathon submission. And of course, the good folks over in FF1R Marathon who are running the marathon in June. And I met a bunch of people last June, and I can't wait to see them and meet new people this year. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, same. Thanks everyone for putting this on. I'm glad it was entertaining. It was an interesting flag set. And I'm looking forward to going to this event as well. And it's my first in-person any sort of event. So excited to meet a bunch of people.
And I'd like to thank you guys for putting on such a great race, and my co-comps Chicken and Glue for doing all behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, thanks everybody. It was incredible. It was really, really, really fun.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug in before we raid that Trick 17?
I don't have anything in particular right now. Just any new people, just check out the community, join the Discord, start playing.
Yes, I believe they're running the Moogle Mob async #1. So if you haven't run it yet, you might not want to look.
I want to do a couple of things. I want to shout out you, Sigil, for providing me a few hours of entertainment over the past couple of weeks with your Z1R tournament. So that's been a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
And then
I have Z2 on. I have Z2 on next month.
I saw you practicing that, and I'm looking forward to see. I love watching Z1R and Z2R randos, so it's always a lot of fun there. And then for myself, we're trying to put together some stuff, some casual races for Career Day every couple of weeks, just to build up interest on that. Obviously, I'm a big Final Fantasy V player, so keep an eye out for that. And anyone interested in Final Fantasy V Career Day, so. That's it for me.